morning, everyone. Thank you for all of you to come here. And I see the presence have improved, so it's good. And as Rao sir said, one of the issues that was identified earlier, which was the cement bags that was converted from the plastic into paper to take care of the theft. In the similar scenario, one of the other applications that has happened in the market, which I've learned, is you must all have been ordering Amazon parcels. So you see the Amazon paper tapes now, which has been replaced by BOPP tapes. So the reason, one of the key reasons was not only the environmental impact, but the secondary reason was to avoid theft. So the BOPP tape can be easily removed from the carton boxes without leaving any residue. Whereby the paper tapes, they usually tear off the paper. So you could see that there are mishandling or something has done. So it was exactly in line what Mr. Rao said. So I am Niraj Agrawal. I will be introducing to a new category of business that we have entered around 8 years back. There are quite a few of us based out of India. We manufacture something called as paper honeycomb products. I will be giving you a more brief through the presentation. There is something that is, if on a very simple level said, that it's a replacement to thermocol. So we will go through the presentation to know more about this. You could see that is one of the battery, that is an automotive battery being packed on a honeycomb sheet. This was usually done on a thermocol separator or a wooden separator. So this tray that looks like, it's a honeycomb tray made out of 100% recycled paper, and we have done partial punching through it to create a structure so that batteries stay in place. So we were incorporated in 2016. We have our manufacturing unit very closer to NH48, and we are majorly manufacturing into paper honeycomb core boards, pallets, boxes out of honeycomb boards, and paper angle boards. The products are made from virgin and recycled craft paper and glue. Glue could be starch or PVA based both. So to understand how the geometry works, you could see these cells here. These are hexagon cells created in an automated machine. So we use 6 layers of paper glued together to create a net-like structure, which is then expanded and laminated into a honeycomb sheet. Now that honeycomb sheet is our primary product. So it's like I create a plywood and then we convert that into a furniture. So similarly, we create honeycomb sheets and then fabricate into solutions which replace thermocol from the industry. So you can rightly see that it is a replacement to wood. I'll give you more examples on that. Thermocol, in some cases of corrugated cardboards as well, where the compression strength or the safety measures are required on the sides, because when corrugated used vertically, the flutes tend to compress. So we use for higher BS, we use the box, but for better safety, we use honeycomb sheets inside, which provide a horizontal safety parameter. We have also created a bubble wrap, which is already there in the market. We are just supplying a similar product. Then there are some EPE foam particle boards. So there are multiple other applications where people have found solutions as a cheaper alternative or at times maybe environmental friendly solution, and that is how they have moved forward with this product. So we are an export friendly product manufacturer. It is a cost effective when we compare it to wood and other products, but when we compare it to thermocol, it seems to be at par or at times higher. It is lighter in weight. Is it better? Yeah, thank you. So it is lighter in weight because wood is usually denser, and we are in line with thermocol weight measures. It has a high structural strength. If we talk about a CS value, it could be 30 tons per square meter. So that's a good value being generated. it is environmental friendly and it's a sustainable solution. So you will see on the left, this is the first thing that comes out of my machine. It's called the honeycomb core. There are various applications to this core. Then there is paper honeycomb panel, which is made after laminating a paper on top and bottom of the same core. And then there are paper edge boards. So some of the applications that you see here are, we've created a box. This has a high stackable strength. It has a high CS value. And this is majorly used for products which requires too much handling or maybe a heavy kind of load that needs to be taken care of in transit. Usually transit products where people have been using wooden crates, they've been using plywood crates. So we try and give them a solution which is a little lighter and usually for exports, because Indian market is still where everybody wants something which is cheaper. So our products are not in line to thermocol or plywood crates, but yes, they are a little bit in similar cost range. So paper honeycomb boxes, you could see paper honeycomb separators. These are something which are being used by the yarn industry manufacturers in India. And the current domestic supply happens in 100% thermocol. Some of the applications where they export to certain countries which have thermocol ban, it's where we come in. So we supply them with separators which are die punched, and so the bobbins could stay upright. The next application is paper honeycomb pallets. Now these pallets are again very much used in the export industry, specifically air cargo, because the pallet weight of, or you could say the wooden pallet weight is usually on a higher side, and they want something which has a limited handling or limited use. So we created a solution out of paper tubes and honeycomb sheets, and it has been doing wonders for over the last 5 years. We've got very selective orders, but then yeah, it's good to be there. Then paper honeycomb infill. The red thing that you see is it's a piece of door which has been cut in half. So now the door industry as well as the other furniture, they have started using honeycomb as an infill, because wood being again the non-eco-friendly side of it, and honeycomb being lighter in weight. So if I would give you an example that living abroad, I've seen in IKEA. So the stores have got 3 options in a same table you want to buy. One is a solid wood table, the other one is with the particle wood, and the third one would be in honeycomb. India, we are still on a very slow, steady growth on the furniture market, but we hope to see a brighter future. The last one is paper honeycomb buffers. These are again die punched applications to fill in the gaps. So as thermocol could be molded, our product is not capable of that. So we usually fabricate solutions to create a structure that could replace the molded thermocol as well. So the industries that we cater to, some of the industries are packaging, textiles, pharmaceuticals is where we do a lot of industries which have chemical glass bottles in it, and that requires a little bit of more cushioning, so we do a little bit of packaging with them. Defense is a segment which is widely open in India and slowly growing. Automobiles, again packaging, logistics, furniture, you saw a glimpse of it. Electronics, I will share some more images on that. So the first one that we saw earlier was yarn. That's a woolen yarn, and these are the polyester yarns. So this is the military application. Usually wherever, this is usually required by the army. So these are army stuff which requires packing and to be dropped from the air at a certain location where the landing is not possible, or it's in a state of war or in a state of emergencies. So honeycomb provides an extreme support in terms of ensuring that the product reaches the ground in the best of shape. So on the right what you see are some other materials, and on the left that you see is a hammer, which is a war machine. I think I have, yes. It's more described in this. So you could see the tires, the main structure, everything is packed with honeycomb. And upon impact to the ground, all the impact is being absorbed by honeycomb. So it usually, if by the end of the journey of this machine, you could see the entire honeycomb has been destroyed. the moment it lands, because it takes up all the impact and majorly gets busted away. So the vehicle is almost in very good condition and the packaging almost dies away. The packaging also being eco-friendly, it doesn't create any chaos at the place of landing, so it's a win-win for everyone. Going forward with automobile, some of the other packaging that we do. So we have replaced thermocol in both of these scenarios and used honeycomb in it. Now these are other stacking items. So on the right that you see here 55, this was, the plywood was being used there. And plywood being an expensive solution, but it still had other problems. For example, during transit, the plywood has got a very smooth surface. So the drums, they tend to move during transit. Whereby in my product, which is a little cheaper than wood, also creates an impression due to weight. You could see that little round ring that has been created due to the drum. That ensures that the drum doesn't move throughout transit. So it has given a better solution in terms of reducing damages, also reducing cost. So it has a win-win situation again. On the left, you can see some die punch applications of other bottles. Now this is an application of door. We have found some of the manufacturers who have started moving into this, because doors, commercially, it's still a good project. In a residential home, people still prefer the solid wood doors, क्योंकि मजबूत है तो safe रहेगा वाला concept. But then yes, it is an eco-friendly solution. It has a good amount of durability. It has a similar life cycle until unless the door is mishandled or punctured with. And we are doing a good amount of door industries. It's either in metal or wood, both. Metal industry across globe, if we talk about, so the Middle East, the US, 90% of the fire doors are made from honeycomb. So the infill is honeycomb and the rest of the structure is metal. It can come up to 3 hours of fire rating in honeycomb. This is an IKEA table. So you could see honeycomb being used inside. We have just cut off the panel to show you how it looks like. These are some projectors. Another application of POP and POS. I think even Harishji might have used some of the products, maybe. So on the left that you see is a gypsum particle board along with honeycomb to create a three-car structure and create wall panels. In Bangalore, I know a vendor who have recently made up an hospital with all the partitions from honeycomb. So it's an easy to remove, easy to fix, long-term durability. So other applications are growing, but it's still a slow and steady growth for us. Again, honeycomb boxes, a closer look. So the other products that we make are flat board, angle boards and U boards, and we create pallets out of this. Just to give you a very quick brief on the paper, the kind of paper that we use for honeycomb. Usually the paper with high RCT. We tend to buy paper from mills that guarantee HRCT. Additional to that, we use paper that have got a steady GSM across the entire reel. Because what happens is, it's an automated line. We use 6 paper reels. And if there is a GSM variation, we tend to lose the entire one roll, which will end up having 100-200 kg material, which is not utilized due to being either a lower or a higher GSM. So we tend to find mills which have got steady GSM across the entire product. We also use mills that do not have packing papers pushed into while rewinding. So we avoid that because that gets stuck into our system and we cannot go for the production until the cleaning has happened. No moon cuts are allowed for our paper. So these are some of the parameters that we look for while procuring paper. This is how the paper palette could look. On the left, you could see this is the square paper tube palette. On the right, you can see the round paper tube being stacked with U-boards. That's it. Thank you.